Don't forget to subscribe to Panda Outdoors. Do it now.
Okay folks, welcome to this episode of Panda Outdoors and 4x4s. So as you can see, I'm just by a little river, okay? I just want to touch on some basic water filtration. I think everybody, if you're into overlanding, prepping, wild camping, anything like that, you should have water filtration in your kit, okay? So every day today, in my EDC bag, I keep a life straw. So that's basically just a straw that you can lean into a puddle, a river, a stream or whatever and drink out of it in an emergency. So I keep that with me in my EDC bag all the time. But there's other bits of kit that I've got. So I've got some really budget ones up to a few expensive ones. And the one on the list I do want is a Lifesaver jerry can. I think personally they're the best ones out there, especially if you're into your overlanding and stuff like that. If you watch any of Rich's videos from Bug Out Vehicles UK, he's got one on the back of his Land Rover. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go over some simple ways of filtering water. First things first, I always keep a snood or a shemag in my bushcraft bag and a snood in my day sack. Okay, so snood, just this, little bit of a plug there, some Panda merch, but yeah, I keep a little snood. So easiest thing you can do with that is bunch it up, put it all over the top of your cup and let the water go into your cup. This will take all the bits of crap out the water. Then all you've got to do to get rid of any of the dangerous stuff is go back and boil it. So if you catch this in a metal container to boil, nice and simple like that. So little snood, first bit of cheap. You should have one on anyway, some sort of cotton material to filter the water out just over your cup when you're getting it in. Then there's other filters. So what I'm going to do now, I'm just going to get the bag and I'm going to show you them. Okay, so I'm going to go through a few of the filters that I've just spoke about. Okay, so as you've seen the snood, and then there's a shemag. Okay, shemag, these are cheap as chips, but there's a million and one uses for them. You can make bags with them, you can make slings with them, but you can use them as a very basic water filtration system by just placing it over the top of your cup or your container, putting it in the water, and it'll take away some of the debris and crap out of it. Then you'd have to boil your water. Okay, so I'm going to go over now the Sawyer Mini for the first one. It's just a little pouch just like this. You can get better versions of this off another company where you can fill it from the bottom, which is an upgrade. So, but I've got other filters, so I don't really need it. So all you do, blow in it, and then just submerge it in the water. Okay, so as you can see, that's all full now. Little tip when you are using water from a water source like this, try and get a nice flowing water. It'll always be a little bit cleaner if the water's flowing a little bit better. And just give a little check upstream first to make sure there's no dead animals or anything in it. Okay, so as you can see, that's like that now. Tip it upside down and the water will just come out just like that. All you do is away you go. You could hang that up and let that pour into your cup or anything like that. Dead simple and effective, and it packs down to virtually nothing to keep in your kit. So that is the first one, the Sawyer Mini. Okay, you do get a syringe for blowing out any other water that's in it to keep it clean. And that's it. Sawyer Mini all falls down nice and easy. Then I'm going to move on to the next one. Okay, so the next one I'm going to go over is this Grayl water filter, I think it's called. Okay, so I've seen a lot of people in the States using these. They're really good. They just look like a normal everyday water bottle you take the office, but you open it up. It's got your clean container there and your filter system just in the top. So what you do, make sure you keep that somewhere safe, and then all you do, again, just scoop it all up. So just scoop it up. So as you can see, the water's all in there. Then all I do is I get my filter, and then I just open the top of it to let the air out. And then all we do then is we just press down Okay, it does take a bit of force to do it, obviously because you're compressing it through the filter. Okay, so you just push down, keep pushing. Lid goes back on the top, clip it onto your bag or anything like that, and away you go. And when you want to drink it, just lid off, and away we go. Perfect drinking water for you're on the move. As I say, strongly recommend this because it's a fast way of filtering water if you need to get fluids into somebody on the fly really quick. I strongly recommend this. This was about 60 odd pound for this filter, which is a bit expensive compared to the Sawyer Mini, which is about 20 quid, but it's one of the best ones, I think. Okay, so I'm going to move on now and I'll crack on with the next one. Okay, so moving on. Again, this is one of the cheaper ones. This is the Life Straw. Okay, as I say, it has a little filter in the bottom. That's the bit that goes in the water, and then you've got a cap over the bit where you're going to drink from. Okay, so all you do is you flip it open, push it in the water. Let me take my neck knife off. Okay, so I'm going to flip it in the water, and all I do is just drink away through it, just like that. Then I'm just going to blow it out, get rid of any other water that's left in it. So that is the easiest one to use. Does take a bit of sucking, to be fair, but it's really good. I keep that in my bag for an emergency. If I ever have to get home or walk considerable distance, I can always find water. So that is the Life Straw. That is one of the cheapest options you can get. Going to move on to the next one now. Okay, so moving on to the next one is the Milbank bag. Okay, so as it says, you fill it up to the brim and then you let it drain out to the black and white line meat. So again, very simple. Just open it up, give it a massage on the water to let it all open the fibres. And all I'm going to do is just fill it up, and then all we do, we just hang it up to a tree like that. Okay, we just hang it on a tree like that, and once it goes to this level, all of this now will be clean water. So what we do is we place our canteen underneath, let the water drain into it, and then you boil the water. This will not take any nasties or bugs out of it. This just takes any crap and stuff like that out of it, and then you boil it to make it safe to drink. So that is the Milbank bag. Nice, simple and effective. Weighs next to nothing, so it's lightweight for when you're out backpacking. And then all you've got to do, if you're out backpacking, you will have a canteen that you will be boiling water or cooking your food in. And that is the Milbank bag. Nice, simple and effective. And as well, you could, if you ever lose this lanyard, you could just replace that with paracord or something like that. There is a little carabiner on there as well, but just a little bit of paracord do the same. Or if you're out vehicle camping, you could clip that onto your roof rack or anything like that. So that's the Milbank bag. Okay, so moving on to the next one. Okay, so another method is water purification tablets is what I carry with me at all times. I keep it in my Survival Lily survival kit I made with a grenade pouch. There is videos on how to adapt the sheath in the pouch and what's in my survival kit on the channel. I will leave the links in the description for it. But I keep these water purification tablets. So what I'd do is I'd cover the container that I'm using with my shamag or my snood, shamag or my snood. And then what you do is 1 litre of water to one of these tablets. Give it a good shake up, leave it for 30 minutes. Then you've got clean, drinkable water. And that's it. Doesn't taste the nicest, I'm not going to lie. Tastes a bit chlorine-y, to be honest. But if that's the difference between you going dehydrated and ending up in hospital or potentially not making it home, then I'd rather have a bad taste and get home safe than try and soldier on and do myself a mischief. Okay, so they were the water purification or water filter items that I have in my kit. Again, there is other items, as I say, there's the lifesaver jerry cans and stuff like that. They are good. They're the best on the market in my opinion, but they are quite expensive. But the way I look at it is if you're exploring or in your preps, that's a big ticket item that'll last you a long time. What I'll do is I'll leave the links as well for all of these items, so you can go and have a look yourself. The Grayl, the Grayl water filter, I'm sure, not 100% sure, I think that's 200 litres that filters before you need to change the filter. The Sawyer Mini, at the top of my head, I can't really remember anymore. But what I will do is I'll leave, if I can find out what they are, what I'll do is I'll put it in text on each section of the video when you've got to change the filter or how much water it can filter per item. Okay, I've been Panda. This has been a little water filtration on my camping and prepping gear. I hope it's been helpful, just some items that I carry with me on a day-to-day basis and explaining how to use them. Again, please comment what you've got for water purification and filtering in the comments below, what you keep in your kit. Okay, I've been Panda. Thanks for watching, and I'll catch you outdoors sometime. Stay prepared.